Seo Yul once again with the SML curse, getting to know about Naksu before Jang Wook. That nostalgic OST hits so hard, even though Season 1 wasn't that long ago. Also, Seo Yul really be doing some Da Vinci Code albino monk levels of self-harm just to ease the guilt he feels. Is the whole story coming together with his blood parasite? Will Seo Yul be the proverbial worm the firebird gets to eat if it wakes up early? Seo Yul fantasizing about a murder-suicide with Naksu gave me the creeps honestly. He's going around bucket listing for the past few episodes, and now it seems he found a way to go out on his own terms, except it involves murdering his old crush. Him asking her if she said goodbye to Wook is really messed up. I'm still a shipper of Jang Wook and Booyeon. Why give us 6 episodes of amnesia and then take the cute Booyeon away from us? It's like startup all over again. The two of them look so cute holding hands and walking around. Their little married couple squabbles are such fun to watch too. Look at Jang Wook, once again, getting jealous over Seo Yul and Naksu's friendship. Also, what was Master Lee going on about? That once Booyeon regains her energy, Naksu will be rejected from that body. She really can't get a break, can she? And they will truly live the same fate again if that happens, where she dies and Jang Wook can't do anything about it. Why did they just surprise us with this right before the end? One more thing. I know they were trying to make Jang Wook fall for the real Naksu before figuring out she is Naksu that he loves anyway, but I find it so cute that he's starting to like the real Naksu, the Naksu that is not an assassin and didn't have to become one, that cares about turtles and likes strolling down the market and eating honey biscuits. The pure Naksu that didn't see her dad getting killed, nor the Naksu that was driven mad and suicidal by Jin Moo, just the woman that loves life and has a foolish friend, a turtle friend, and an eunuch friend, who's not really an eunuch, and a guy who she wants to find her room. Too bad it's just 10 episodes. It is a really lovely concept. We'll probably get our hearts broken at the end of this. One thing is for sure, Seo Yul ain't dying, at least not until the final 2 episodes, but Yul's lantern of life is shown dwindling in episode 7 preview, so that is worrisome. Jang Wook getting ready to use his powers with Naksu's sword to fight Jin Moo's minions in the episode 7 preview, is sure to get him into trouble. After all, the unanimous assembly made him promise under the life of Park Jin that Jang Wook is to use his powers only against soul shifters, not mages. Wook fighting Chonbugwon mages, there is still no proving of Jin Moo's schemings, will not go down well for either of them, neither Wook or for Park Jin's life, I guess. Seo Yul and Dangu are storming into Chonbugwon. Now this has me worried about Dangu's fate. Remember this opening intro of season 2, the sword laying abandoned in the entrance of Chonbugwon photo? Yes, this is the sword Park Jin being leader of Sungrim used to have, but now that Dangu is the leader, the sword has been passed on to him. What has me worried is why would a head mage's, Dangu's sword stay upright looking abandoned in Chonbugwon's entrance? I am sure it's Chonbugwon. It can only indicate 2 things: that its owner is either too injured to hold it or worse, has died. To support this claim, remember this first group poster of Alchemy of Souls Light and Shadow they released. Look at this picture at Park Jin's section. He is holding the same sword, and the fact that Park Jin's haircut is short tell that it's set in present's timeline of season 2. Maybe Dangu died or is severely injured in the upcoming Chonbugwon fight, so Park Jin had to take back his position as leader of Sungrim. We are treated to another bit of lore about the Chekhov's firebird, this time showing a teeny tiny glowing egg. When Molters hatches, it's gonna be spectacular. Also, dumping that many volcanic bird statues, one of which can dry up an entire well, into a lake must be the kind of top-notch hankmanery needed to move the plot forward. In episode 6, Seo Yul leaves a letter behind in which he talks about Booyeon's real identity. In episode 7 preview, Hyo Eunuch finds out that letter, probably reads it and tries to expose Booyeon's identity. Hyo Eunuch, hey, that girl, I understand that she is without self-respect, blatantly trying to win over Wook knowing that he is married now, but I didn't know that she didn't have any regards for ethics or privacy either. Master Lee said there's no need to push the two together as they're already walking on the same path. What he doesn't know is that Jang Wook, who's been taken over by grief due to Mudiok's death and having too much of Park Jin's cooking, has nearly lost all of his ability to think and has become dense as well. I don't mind them taking time if part 2 is like 16 or another 20-episode drama, but we only have 10 episodes. Naksu's memories coming back means her body will then start rejecting her soul. I thought the whole face transformation was because the body is matching the soul. After all this, we're going back to will she run wild dilemma from the very beginning of part 1 all over again. Honestly, I'm not impressed if that's the case. If you're writing a part 2 with a different central conflict, it's lazy to bring back a previously resolved plot point just to up the stakes. Despite the buildup of all the plot points and character arcs from part 1, the stakes still somehow feel lower, perhaps because Jang Wook is just angsty and wounded. Also, Naksu has been demoted to a cutesy damsel just trying to win over her brooding husband, and no one seems to have any real motivations. Other than Jin Mu, whom I simply cannot care about anymore. Even this whole Firebird plot doesn't feel as compelling as the Ice Stone from part 1, where different characters had different motivations to protect it. Now there's some vague sense of the world that needs saving, but it just feels flat. Jang Wook is aware that he has developed feelings beyond attraction and mere liking for his wife. He has been trying quite hard to ignore it, and when he couldn't ignore it, he tried to use the excuse that he only needed her for her powers, but when he realized he can actually use her powers to survive rather than die, he begun to use her connection with Mudiok's memories to push her away. However, now he is unable to come up with any more reasons when faced with the sincerity of her feelings. He truly is at loss on how to deal with a woman who is so true and real about her emotions towards him. He knows she means it when she promises to get stronger to protect him. He knows she is true when she expresses her love for him, and he knows he could get the happiness he deserves if he wholeheartedly accepted her by his side. It's not that he cannot move ahead or past what he has lost, it's the fact that she is becoming a reminder of the past even after he had tried to let it go. I do think Jang Wook would have fallen in love with Buyun even if he never finds out she is Naksu, because no matter which face or personality of hers he is faced with, his bond with her is a tale of two souls fated to be together. He cares for her and he is aware of that, he just cannot accept it because the past is still haunting him even after he accepted it. Also, Jang Wook surprisingly has quite the opposite reaction to Naksu's different personas. He becomes the good and selfless hero when he was faced with her selfish and manipulative persona of Mudiok. When he is faced with her carefree and innocent persona of Buyun, it brings out his selfish and jaded nature. I guess this is the balance of the yin-yang energy between these two. Stay tuned for more updates on the drama. Till then, goodbye and take care.